Have you ever walked into a store and seen a price tag that made your jaw drop? That initial number can stick in your mind and shape your perception of value, even if it's not the final price. This phenomenon is known as anchoring bias, and it plays a significant role in our financial decisions. Anchoring bias occurs when we rely too heavily on the first piece of information we encounter. In pricing, this means that the first price we see can anchor our expectations and influence how we perceive subsequent prices. For example, if you see a jacket priced at $200 and then find a similar one for $100, you might think, what a deal. But what if that jacket was originally marked down from $300? Suddenly, that $100 price tag feels even more appealing, even if it's still more than you intended to spend. Let's consider a real-life scenario. Imagine you're shopping for a new smartphone. You walk into a store and see a model priced at $200. That number sets your mental anchor. Now, when you see another phone priced at $800, it feels like a steal, right? But if you had walked into the store and seen the $800 phone first, you might have thought it was overpriced compared to similar models. The initial price you encountered shaped your perception of value. So, how can you avoid falling victim to anchoring bias? First, do your research. Before making a purchase, look up prices from multiple retailers. This gives you a broader perspective and helps you understand what a fair price really is. Second, try to detach your emotions from the first number you see. Take a moment to evaluate whether the product is worth the price based on its features and your needs, rather than just the initial anchor. Another effective strategy is to set a budget before you start shopping. When you have a clear idea of how much you're willing to spend, you can better resist the temptation to be swayed by the first price you encounter. This way, you're less likely to let that initial number dictate your decision making. Lastly, practice mindfulness when shopping. Take a step back and ask yourself, is this price justified? Or how does this compare to other options? This kind of critical thinking can help you break free from the grip of anchoring bias. In summary, anchoring bias can significantly influence our financial decisions, often leading us to make choices based on the first price we see, rather than the true value of the product. By doing your research, setting a budget, and practicing mindfulness, you can make more informed decisions and avoid falling into the trap of anchoring bias. Remember, the first number you see doesn't have to define your financial